vision I see in my head, a melody buried deep into my soul. They call us crazy, we cutting the edge, unlocking the future and letting it go. This is a calling that's higher. The time we decided our stories are gonna be told. This is where legends are born. We paving the road, a future that favors the bold. Break the rules, break the laws. This is the moment we change it all. Break the rules, break the laws. This is the moment we change it all. Yeah, greatness. Yeah, it feels like greatness. Woo! Greatness. Yeah, it feels like greatness. Legendary in the making. Reach out and we take it. About to emerge, we on the verge, and it feels like greatness. Something coming, I can feel it. Deep down in my spirit. Revolution, it's a new day. Time to redefine the limits. So vivid, I can see it. So loud, I can hear it. So they calling me a madman, but the future belongs to the fearless.
Hello and welcome to episode number 62 of WITM Season 7. It is time for Monday Night Raw, and we have Corey in action against an old rival of his from WITM Season 3, AJ Styles. But before we get to that, as you can see, I'm sure, in the title of this episode, we have a second match advertised on the card. To find out how we got there, is time to head to the ring for a promo segment. Alright, and we have Miz on the microphone to kick off an edition of Miz TV. What does Miz have to say, and what does this have to do with WITM? Let's find out and listen in what he has to say. Welcome to the most must-see talk show in WWE. Welcome to Miz TV. And my special guest for this edition of Miz TV is perhaps the biggest guest we've had ever. Because my guest tonight is a social media sensation, a successful boxer, a successful podcaster, has launched a successful clothing brand and a successful sports drink, and recently signed with the WWE, where he will be making his in-ring debut alongside Ciampa and myself in 13 days at SummerSlam. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to Miz TV, my special guest tonight, Logan Paul. Okay, Logan Paul, the special guest for this edition of Miz TV, has made his way to the ring. What does he have to say? Thank you, Miz. It's an honor to be here on Monday Night Raw, and of course, to be your guest on Miz TV. Miz, I've been a big fan of yours for years now, and I can't wait to step in that ring alongside you and Ciampa at SummerSlam and give whoever our opponents are an Ohio beatdown they'll never forget. Alright, well, this is a surprise. Darf of the Falcon Claws from NXT has made his way to the ring on Monday Night Raw to crash Miz TV and interrupt a special guest, Logan Paul. What does Darf have to say to Logan Paul? An Ohio beatdown. That should be the least intimidating phrase I've ever heard in my entire life. But I'm getting ahead of myself. For those who don't know, I am Darf, the Wolfman. And normally I compete down in NXT, but when I heard Logan Paul was going to be here tonight, I just had to make my way here to Raw. Because Logan, I'm really happy that you signed with WWE, because now, the Falcon Claws and I have an opportunity to do something we've been wanting to do for a very long time. And that thing is to kick your ass. So how about it, Ohio boy? You and your new friends, Miz and Tommaso Ciampa, versus myself and my friends, Alec Winterborn and Ye Rock at SummerSlam. Alright, following Darf's challenge for a SummerSlam match, The Miz addresses Darf. What does he have to say? Wait just a damn minute. You seriously have the audacity to come down here and interrupt my show and ask for a SummerSlam match when the only thing of note you've done so far in your career is successfully cosplaying as your twin brother? Really? 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 Kid, you're not even close to our level, and I should say no right away. But I'll tell you what, you do have balls. Not as big as my famously massive balls, of course, but you have balls to come down here and face us. So I'll tell you what, since you came all this way, how about a match tonight against my good friend Tommaso Ciampa? And if you somehow manage to win, then maybe, just maybe, I'll consider letting you and the other Atlanta Falcons, or whatever the hell you're called, challenge us at SummerSlam. Deal? Okay, it looks like the challenge has been accepted as we have another match added to this Raw card. It will be Tommaso Ciampa accompanied by his teammates at SummerSlam, The Miz and Logan Paul, versus Darf accompanied by, if they ever accept the challenge, his teammates at SummerSlam, fellow Falcon Claws, Alec Winterborn and Ye Rock. That will be our second of two WITM matches, as first it will be the originally advertised match of Corey alongside Alec Winterborn, Ye Rock, and Darf taking on his rival from WITM Season 3, the phenomenal AJ Styles. Will Corey be able to pick up momentum heading into SummerSlam, where he could possibly end up walking out as WWE Universal Champion if he chooses to cash in, or will AJ Styles be able to get one over on his old rival Corey? Let's find out and get our first of two WITM matches on this Raw card underway. There's the bell. This match is underway. A rivalry renewed all the way back since WITM Season 3, right at the beginning of Season 3. AJ Styles held both the WWE and Intercontinental titles. Corey quickly rises his way through the rankings on SmackDown to earn himself a title shot that was believed was going to be a WWE title shot against AJ Styles. However, when the pay-per-view came along, Styles put up the Intercontinental title instead, which Corey would go on to win. So these two men, no stranger to each other. They have not faced each other in quite some time. This rivalry renewed here on this edition of Raw as Corey goes into mad punches and stomps away at Styles. Styles forced up. Corey forced into the corner. And there's repeated kicks to the groin and legs of Corey. Corey now leaning up against the bottom ropes, and Styles with a rope-assisted leg drop. Now Styles goes near the other Falcon Claws as they scatter, and Styles takes the long way back into the ring. Now they lock up. Corey goes into mounted punches. And Corey stomping away. His leg twisting over the head of Styles, and that allows Styles a chance for a reversal as he goes for a springboard lion saw but misses. Corey stomps away at Styles. They lock up. Corey with a reverse neckbreaker. And now stomping away at the chest of Styles. Styles forced up, and Corey hits a huge knee to the head of Styles, who has a body and head in the yellow zone. Now they lock up. Corey lifts Styles up and tosses him over the rope. Corey showing a little bit more power than we usually see him utilize on his moveset, and there is another knee to the head of Styles. Now Rock comes over to get a closer look as Corey attacks Styles at ringside and goes into mad punches again. And yet another huge knee to the head of Styles, now sending it into the orange zone. Corey in control so far in this matchup. Corey heads back inside the ring. Styles heads back inside the ring. He misses with a chop, and Corey blocks the second one, but Styles lands some other strikes and takes Corey down to the mat. Styles hits the springboard lion salt and goes for cover. Corey powers out at 1.5. Corey avoids the stomp and hits his signature, the Dark Descent. Corey goes for cover. And nearly put Styles away, but he powers out at 2.5. Corey thought that was going to be enough. Now Corey looking for the crossfade, his finishing maneuver. And Styles is able to evade. Now Styles looking for the calf crusher here, but Corey gets a rope break. Styles now has a finisher after reversing Corey's crossfade. Because this turned momentum in favor of Styles after Corey's been dominating most of this matchup. Styles goes for cover. And Corey powers out at 1.5. Styles thought that'd be enough. Styles now heading to the apron, perhaps thinking phenomenal forearm. And that connects. Corey is stunned. Styles goes for cover. Great position, center ring. And Corey powers out at 2. Styles starting to show some frustration. He thought his signature and finisher back-to-back would be enough to put Corey away, but it is not. WWE Universe loving this match, chanting fight forever. Corey hits a huge running knee and forces Styles up. Styles now forcing against the ropes. Corey punching away at the gut of Styles, but Styles tosses Corey over the rope. Now Styles looking high risk. 450 splash is evaded by Corey. And the rest of the Falcon Claws get a close look as Styles crashes and burns, and Corey sends the head of Styles into the red zone, putting him at risk of injury. And now he locks in a submission. It's a crossfade, but if Styles taps, it does not matter. The match has to be won inside the ring. But Corey doing a lot of damage to the arms of AJ Styles. Styles now has 3 injured body parts, including a head in the red zone. Styles strikes away. Corey forced back to the ring. Joined by Styles. Corey to the apron and an elbow by Styles and another elbow. And now Corey forced to the outside. Styles with a suicide dive. Only managed to hit a foot of Corey. Probably not quite what he was planning, and Corey is able to reverse and shove Styles aside. Corey with a punch and a knee. Styles with a reversal. Corey was possibly thinking crossfade on the outside. Styles as Corey takes his own medicine. Styles with the ultimate disrespect. Crossfade to Corey on the outside. Will Corey tap to his own finisher? If he does, it doesn't matter since we are outside the ring. But Styles showing massive disrespect to Corey. The ultimate disrespect, using your opponent's own finishing maneuver against them, and Styles doing it here. And now Styles looking for his own finisher. The phenomenal forearm for a second time in this match. And that will connect for the second time. Momentum starting to turn in favor of Styles as he goes for cover. And puts Corey away. Corey losing momentum heading into SummerSlam.
Here is your winner, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
They don't want none. No, they don't want none. They looking scared, no, they don't really want none. We some Southern boys with the farmer strength.
Okay, and that leads us to our second WITM match on this Raw card. A match that was pretty much made by The Miz when Darf interrupted Logan Paul and The Miz on Miz TV. Darf saying if he wants any chance of the Falcon Claws being able to face Miz, Logan Paul, and Tommaso Ciampa at SummerSlam like Darf wants, he needs to defeat Tommaso Ciampa here, which would be his first victory in the WWE, as Darf's first two matches in the WWE were losses. Can Darf fulfill Miz's challenge and defeat Tommaso Ciampa here and increase the odds of the Falcon Claws facing those three men at SummerSlam, or will Tommaso Ciampa hand Darf his third straight loss? Let's find out and get our second of two WITM matches underway.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, weighing in at 201 pounds, Ciampa!
I broke out the cage. Gonna make 'em feel the pain. Renegade now. Burning flames. Tear the walls down. I was born alone in the dark and the cold, always on the run. I broke out the cage.
When I'm crawling through the night, God and Satan by my side, and I'm haunted in the dark.
his opponent from the internet, weighing in at 248 pounds, Wolfman D.R.F.
And there's a bell. This match is underway. Darf making a main roster appearance here on Raw, hoping to earn a SummerSlam match for the Falcon Claws against Ciampa, Logan Paul, and The Miz. Will he be able to break his winless streak and earn his first WWE career win against a former NXT champion in Tommaso Ciampa, who's a bit more comical than we usually see out of Ciampa? But make no mistake, he is still a cold-hearted competitor, and there's a reason they call him the Blackheart. Ciampa is a former NXT champion. And Ciampa with a DDT off of the top rope and now going into mounted punches. And a stomp by Ciampa. Now Ciampa stomping away at the elbow of Darf. Darf with a roundhouse. Ciampa responds with a punch. Darf with one of his own. Now a neck breaker. And now Darf stomping away at Ciampa. Ciampa with a big boot. And now stomping away at the chin of Darf, sending his head into the yellow zone. Ciampa with mounted punches, busting open Darf very early in this match. And Darf taking Ciampa down to the mat and now lifting the entire weight of Ciampa, showing off some impressive power. And just tossing Ciampa behind him. And now just simply tossing Ciampa across the ring, leg first, sending him into the yellow zone. Now Darf showing a little bit of the high flying side he adopted from Cabbage's, diving crossbody connects. And now Darf returning to the power game. Another military press. And tossing Ciampa behind him. Darf just trying to overpower Ciampa right now. So far so good. Diving splash hits a little bit of Ciampa, but a lot of the canvas as well. Ciampa's body down the orange zone, but there's Ciampa with the suplex to send Darf's body into the yellow zone. Ciampa with a huge signature maneuver to powerbomb Darf into his knees, nearly putting Darf away, but he powers out at 2.5. Ciampa now with a finisher build up. And there it is. Ciampa goes for cover. And Darf powers out at 2.5. Ciampa thought that would be enough, but this match continues. Now Ciampa hits the middle rope. WWE Universe loving this match, chanting, "We are not worthy," as Darf is able to evade the diving attack. Ciampa now with kicks and punches to the chest of Darf and now sends him into the corner. Darf is able to get out with an elbow. Reversal by Ciampa into a suplex. Darf forced up. And now repeated kicks and punches. Darf with a reversal. Snake eyes to Ciampa using the top turnbuckle and a stomp. Ciampa with a kick forces Darf onto the ropes and now uses excuse me, I cannot speak today. Ciampa using the middle rope to wear down the leg of Darf to stun him. Now Ciampa showing some power of his own. Planting Darf head first into the mat. And now going after that bloodied head of Darf with a stomp. Darf drag closer to center ring. Ciampa goes for cover. And Darf powers out at 2.5. Ciampa starting to get frustrated. He thought that'd be enough. Darf forced up. Reversal by Darf for the headbutt. Ciampa forced up. Irish whip into the corner. And a stomp to Ciampa to put him seated into the corner. And Darf plunging the knee of Ciampa. Or rather, his knee into Ciampa's head. Ciampa's body down the red zone, putting him at risk of injury as Darf has a finisher. But first it's a running power slam. And now a stomp to Ciampa. Ciampa catches the leg. Darf forced up. Reversal by Darf, putting Ciampa on the ropes, but Ciampa gets out with an elbow and earns a finisher of his own. Ciampa with a huge swinging neck breaker, sending Darf's head into the red zone, putting him at risk of injury. Now Ciampa heads to the corner and hits a huge running knee, a finisher to the blade head of Darf, stunning him. Will this be enough? Yes, Ciampa puts Darf away. Darf remains winless, and what does this mean for SummerSlam?
Here is your winner, Tommaso Ciampa!
I was born alone.
Okay, now it's time for your results and rankings update for this edition of Monday Night Raw. In non-title action, the United States Champion Matt Riddle defeated Mustafa Ali. Becky Lynch retained her Raw Women's Championship, defeating Sonya Deville. Judgment Day defeated the Unified Tag Team Champions, the Mysterios, in non-title action. In our first of two WITA matches, AJ Styles defeated Corey. Dana Brooke got an upset victory, defeating Bianca Belair. In our second of two WITA matches, Tommaso Ciampa defeated Darf. Darf, unfortunately, goes to 0-3 and remains winless so far in his career. And what does that mean for SummerSlam? As Miz said during the promo segment that Darf need to beat Ciampa to even be considered as one of the opponents for Ciampa, Paul, and Miz at SummerSlam. And the Street Profits defeated the Alpha Academy in the main event. Now, does that affect the rankings on Raw? Let's find out. The 24/7 champion is Sheamus. The Raw Women's champion is Becky Lynch. Number contender, Rhea Ripley. Number 2, Asuka. Number 3, Sonya Deville. Number 4, Carmella. Number 5, Bianca Belair. Number 6, Alexa Bliss. Number 7, Nikki ASH. Number 8, Dana Brooke. Number 9, Tamina. And number 10, Doudrop. The Unified Tag Team Champions are the Mysterios, number 1 contenders from Raw, the Street Profits. Number 2, Alec Winterborn and E-Rock of the Falcon Claws. And number 3, the Alpha Academy. The United States Champion is Matt Riddle, number 1 contender Damian Priest. Number 2, Mustafa Ali. Number 3, Seth Rollins. Number 4, The Miz. Number 5, Austin Theory. Number 6, Tommaso Ciampa. Number 7, R-Truth. Number 8, Shelton Benjamin. Number 9, Dolph Ziggler. And number 10, Omos. The WWE Universal Champion is Brock Lesnar. Number 1 contender from Raw, Finn Balor. Number 2, AJ Styles. Number 3, Bobby Lashley. Number 4, Kevin Owens. And number 5, Corey. So now we move on to NXT 2.0. Will we see any WITM members in action? We'll find out in just a moment. Alright, and we will have some WITM action on episode number 63 for NXT 2.0, starting off with a bit of a surprise. A 20-woman Royal Rumble, where the winner of the match will be the number 1 contender to Queen Alpaca's NXT Women's title. And since that match will contain Ray K47 and Sam Rage of the Rage family, collectively known as Rage K47, that will be a WITM matchup featuring literally every woman in our NXT roster that is not Queen Alpaca. We have 21 women. 20 of them will be competing in this matchup for the right to face Queen Alpaca for her NXT Women's title and be her first challenger. And then we have some men's action as well, as there's going to be Tiger Brown teaming up with fellow Falcon Claws, the Twins, Cabbages, and Darf to take on Legado del Fantasma, Santos Escobar, Cruz del Toro, and Joaquin Wild, part of the larger D'Angelo family. That is going to do it for episode number 62. If you enjoyed it, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Wow, I cannot speak. So you do not miss a single moment of WITM action until episode number 63, where we have a 20-woman number 1 contenders Royal Rumble for the right to face NXT Women's Champion Queen Alpaca and the Falcon Claws, represented by Tiger Brown, Cabbages, and Darf, versus Legado del Fantasma, representing the D'Angelo family, represented by Santos Escobar, Cruz del Toro, and Joaquin Wild. This is Corey with WITM CAW Wrestling, signing off.